Oh, it's windy. My reasons for this video are twofold. One, 2 years ago, I came here accidentally. We sort of played a where's the cheapest, warmest place I could find for my birthday, and we found the Fallas Festival in Valencia. Last time I left before the finale, where lots of things get set on fire. Spoiler. And two, this is my first longer trip with the OM system OM-3, and I'm using it for absolutely everything. So all the video, I'm filming on it right now, all the photos you'll see in this video will be a real world test to put the OM-3 through its paces. This video is sponsored by MPB.
Say it, say it, say it. Slow and quick, that flag. I'm on it.
I haven't done a vlog for ages, so hopefully I can remember how to do it. I'm planning to be super duper light for this trip. I'm taking a little sling bag out with me each day, and I'm going to only take 1 or 2 lenses out per day and just be really minimal, but see what I can get. I've got the new 25mm f1.8, I have the f4 stock, which I'm on now, and I have a 9-18 for some wide angle goodness, and I'm also testing out the 20mm f1.4 Pro, which I'll do a dedicated video on because it's really impressed me so far. So my main objective for the next few days is to get some really good photographs of the fireworks. First, in the Fallas Festival, we have midnight fireworks for a few days on the bounce. They're quite close to where we're staying, actually. Tonight, I think we're going to go to the bridge, because I can't decide if being closer to the fireworks is better than being higher up. We'll see. I can't quite gauge it. So for the first time, I'm going to go to the bridge and hopefully that works. But as a backup plan, this is the rooftop of our apartment. And I think they're going to be going off here. And that building there might be a really nice bit of like foreground interest. Hopefully the fireworks get high enough.
Oh look, everyone's doing it on the rooftop.
Last night's fireworks were absolutely incredible. I can't believe it's free. Like, UK bonfire night is dead to me. In terms of settings, it was a little bit of trial and error because it's not something I shoot very often. I assumed that I would need like a super long shutter speed, but I found that anything longer than about a second, you lost the pattern of the fireworks themselves. I did all of these handheld, and the OM-3 could have done way longer handheld. Sometimes I was just leaning on the bridge for support.
6 seconds. And it's not a stabilised lens. Who would need more than 6 seconds? Nobody would need more than 6 seconds, that's just stupid.
Yeah, around 1 second or maybe half a second is the sweet spot I found. This festival is so cool. 10 out of 10, recommend.
So many casual fireworks everywhere. One thing I think I may struggle with, future Emily, when I get home and edit, is I've been using Lumix cameras for videos for like the last 6 years. It's not that it's better or worse to grade, it's just significantly different. So I'm hoping the ungraded versus graded footage is good. I'll show some befores and afters. Let me know what you think. We've had a few days hampered by rain now as well. So the first sign of sunshine, it's gone. We came onto a boat. We had the perfect example. I said in a recent video, like photography tips, like one of the most annoying things for me is like being in the right place at the wrong time. And we found this amazing architecture. It looked like Starfleet Academy on a different planet in the future. And it was raining and it was terrible. And I got absolutely no good photos. So this morning, as soon as I got a little hint of sunshine, we headed out. And I think I got some lovely photographs around there. So yeah, patchy weather, a little bit of a challenge, but you know, we make do. We make do. There's worse things in life to complain about, is what I'm saying.
Now, fun experiment videos like this and many others on my channel would not be possible without the kind support of sponsors, and this week's sponsor is MPB.
MPB are the largest online platform for buying, selling and trading your camera equipment. So if the OM system OM-3 has caught your eye and you're thinking of maybe upgrading to something a little bit new and shiny, perhaps you could sell your existing cameras with MPB and see what they can offer you. I've sold loads of stuff with MPB and bought loads with MPB. Here is a little transaction history to show you on my own account. And I've always had an excellent experience with them. If you buy something, you get a 6-month warranty. And if you sell something, it can get picked up straight from your door, so you don't even need to leave the house. And you definitely don't need to speak to any humans as well. It's all done online and the quote is instant. Thank you as always to MPB, and thank you as always to you for your continued support, and I hope you find videos like this useful. Let's get back to the nerdiness.
Quickfire things I love after using the OM-3 for the past week or so, all day, every day. First of all, the battery life is insane. Second of all, live ND is not a gimmick. It might be something that you only use occasionally, but I got a really nice photograph of this fountain with some lovely wispy dreamy water. Having to do that in camera on a sunny day without having to faff with ND filters is so cool. And one more thing to add to the OM-3 is really cool as a everything vlogging everyday carry camera is the blooming app. Now, I know that apps can sometimes be gimmicky, and this one from OM System is no frills, I'll be honest. But the trick up its sleeve is it will allow you to transfer any photo and any video in any file format over to your phone without any compression. So if I'm shooting slow and quick, like I did with the fireworks, for example, and I plan to do with the fire tonight, I can shoot a little bit of vertical slow and quick and then put it on my phone and straight away put it onto socials.
As I mentioned in one of my first OM-3 videos, the built-in speaker in this camera is atrocious. It always sounds like the audio is peaking. But the quick workaround I've found, and you can just stick headphones in, or you can just connect it to your app.
I love so far after using...
So it's not perfect, but there is a workaround. Here's a quick test on the 2 stabilisation methods you can use with the OM-3. This is MIS2, which is just using the optical stabilisation in the camera. And I've been noticing a little bit of jello, particularly if you move around. Now, you do get a crop penalty with MIS1, which I shall swap to now. We got a little bit of a crop, but I am shooting at 9mm, so it's not bad at all. And hopefully you'll see that the jello has gone away. I reckon for most of my needs, just using optical stabilisation is fine, but if I am vlogging with a wide angle lens, I do think the MIS1 is well worth engaging because it does make it much smoother.
So today is the big day. People are celebrating already. Every time you just walk, there's just festivals, brass bands, explosions everywhere at all times. It's great. Today is the day that the Ninots, little statues, and the big statues are getting set on fire. The plan is I'm going to take the portable stools and I'm going to camp and queue because I'm British. And if there's one thing I can do well in life, it is queue. I'm hoping that we can get to the front of a really big Ninot, one that I've visited quite a few times. It's really cool. And then perhaps once that one's done, if the big ones get set off first and the little ones will get set off later, we could maybe try and find a second one. Who knows? But if I get one, I'll be fine. And for context, there's like about 400 of them around the city. It's incredible. So you've really just got to pick a team and hope for the best. In terms of settings, another thing I love about the OM-3 is I've customized my C1, 2 and 3 buttons for photo and video depending on what I'm doing for the day. So for the fire later, I'm going to roll down my exposure compensation by a stop, or maybe a little bit less than a stop, because I really don't want to blow out the fire too much. But if it gets big, I think that might be inevitable, but maybe the exposure compensation will help a little bit. I also really want to get loads of slow and quick, and I really want to get some video and photographs that I'm proud of. I'm well excited. It's like 2 years in the making, this, because we missed it the first time we were here.
Oh my actual god.
I've just come out of the shower. Sorry. Everything smells of smoke. Everything smells of smoke. The whole city seemed to be on fire last night. Everything went to plan. It went better than I could have hoped. The queue worked and I got to the front. The wave of heat as it set off was incredible. There was a fireman wiping down the buildings and making sure that the trees next to us weren't setting on fire. I actually set on fire at one point, genuinely. Like, a bit of ash hit me and some very nice Spanish lady just put me out. I can tick that one off the bucket list. I think the photographs are insane. And then after the big main one, we got so lucky we started walking home and we found a smaller ninot that hadn't yet gone off. And they all should have finished at midnight, but this was like 1 o'clock. And we were waiting for a fire engine to come and you know, make sure it was safe. This could never work in the UK. The UK could never. We waited for a couple of hours and it was way worth the wait. This smaller one was almost even more impressive because it took slower to burn and you could really see the figures through the fire. And the poor tireless firemen and women were so bored by this point that they took matters into their own hands and started like ripping down the structure and making it burn faster. So having those people in the fire was even cooler as well. Like, what a night of photography. The OM-3 did superb. I'm very glad that it's somewhat heat resistant because oh my god, it got so warm. Super happy with the photos and the video, and this whole trip was worthwhile just for that one night as far as I'm concerned. Incredible. What are my thoughts and feelings of the OM-3 as my do-everything camera for photo and video as a really portable and fun setup? I think it's performed excellently on this trip. I think it has so many tricks up its sleeve, like live ND and the photo and video dial and weather sealing and, you know, somewhat heat resistant. Absolutely been a pleasure to use, and I've not felt like I could have wanted anything else or anything different this whole time. I'm really, really happy, and I do think, big words inbound, it is my favourite tiny camera at the moment, possibly ever. I know it's not the smallest, but let me clarify. The Lumix GM5 is legitimately tiny. It's amazing. You've heard me on this channel presumably so many times speaking about it, and that has been my main everyday carry for the past year, I think. But it's an older camera, it's like 10 years old, it's contrast-based autofocus, there's no IBIS, there's no weather sealing, there's no video features to speak of. If you want a really simplistic, nice experience, something like the GM5 is great as an everyday carry. But if you want something that's a little bit more modern and has some more bells and whistles and has audio and video and autofocus, like the subject autofocus on this has been brilliant as far as I can see so far. Yeah, if you want something with a little bit more spec, the OM-3 is where my money is going, and has gone, because I bought it. If you would like to see more photography, vlogging sort of stuff, do let me know, because it's been a pleasure to create. And if you have any questions about the OM-3, do let me know in the comments as well. There will be more videos from this trip, so subscribe for that. And yeah, see ya. Why can't I do an outro? Why can't I do an outro? I think I'm still giddy from last night, in all honesty. I'm still absolutely over the moon. Okay, I'm going.